Oh, hey, sorry, didn't see you there. Dan from Crafty Comics. Do you like to collect a little bit of everything like I do? Well, here, we make frames and displays for people like you and me. It's 99% UV protected. Everything can be customized online with different backings and border colors. And for the listeners of Creators Outlet, you can save 5% with promo code CO5. We can't wait to CO5 what you display.
Hey, welcome back to a brand new episode of Creators Outlet. Today, we're here with our friend Tommy Hull to talk about Kingsville. Not issue 1, but issue 3.
What's up, Will?
I had a prop on my desk. I figured I could use it.
I appreciate that, Will. Always enjoy being with you, my friend.
So we are back this time to get it over the finish line with issue 3.
Exactly. I went with another crowdfunding, which is awesome crowdfunding, but I just don't have an audience over there. So I'm back to Kickstarter, where I've had successful crowdfunding the last couple times. So I probably should have stayed here, but I tried something new and it didn't work out for me. So I'm back on Kickstarter, my friend.
Back again.
Again.
The trailer looks awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was fun learning that you're your own sponsor.
Yes.
And I'm like, in AA?
I think we are.
No, in Comic Books Anonymous. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Someone has to sponsor me. It's got to be myself and nobody else.
It's not going to be your wife, because she's caught you with McFarlane boxes. So.
No, I do a lot of hiding, to be quite honest, between you and me. So, that's a little scary. She scares me, to be honest.
Now it's you, me, and the internet.
Mo the show, what's up? Doing good, Mo. Doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy Festivus to the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's the link. Why don't you give your pitch for the book, and for people that don't know you, and a little bit about yourself, and some background on Kingsville.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Will. So I'm World at War Comics. I publish my title Kingsville through World at War Comics. Kingsville is an island nation. It's a mining nation. What's up, Darren? It's a mining nation. And they're an island north of the continent, a major continent. And on that continent, there's a nonprofit organization called AGS, or the Alliance for Global Safety. And they are trying to bring nations together to create safety, to create trade deals, to really uplift other nations, to ensure that they work together for the betterment of their populations. They get their hands on this mineral because Kingsville finds this mineral, psychodone, and they don't know what to do with it. AGS, who has a science department and all the money in the world, they get their hands on that and they start playing with it, and they find out that there's properties that could give people superhuman powers. So they start to create a superhuman team eventually. And then to help them grow faster and to have more influence, they start to promise nations their own superhero if they join their alliance for global safety. And as they gain more and more power, people within AGS and Kingsville are starting to get worried about the power that they're gaining. And so they're starting to notice things. And in the last issue, AGS sent someone into Kingsville because Kingsville said they're not going to supply that anymore and that they ran out of it. And they found out that Kingsville does have it. They're just holding back. And now AGS is about to go to war with them to make sure that that supply keeps coming, because that is crucial to them to continue to gain power. That, and people within the continent are starting to look at AGS and say, this doesn't seem right, man. Things are going on that's really wrong, and people are starting to speak out against it. And these superhumans are getting together, and they're just whacking anybody who says anything wrong about AGS. So it's kind of a two-front, right? You have Kingsville, which is pushing back, and AGS is going to do whatever it takes to get their hands on that mineral. And then the population is starting to say, man, I'm not sure they're doing everything they should be doing, and they're just killing people that speak against AGS. So it's getting pretty gruesome, and issue 3, war is about to go down. And I've been posting all over the internet, right? You can't have enemies if your enemies are dead. And they are definitely whacking anybody that gets in their way, man. They're not playing games. And they got the power to do it, and they have all the superhumans.
Well, all I can think is that any branch of anything that has the word safety in it is to never be trusted.
Exactly. Thank you, Darren. Yeah, absolutely, man. Anybody who puts, I think there's an old saying, whenever the government says I'm here to help, always turn around and walk away. And it's no different for a group like this, man. They say they're bringing safety. They just want power.
Yeah, the scariest phrase in the world, Ronald Reagan had said was, "Hi, we're here from the government. We're here to help."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I lost all my guns in a boating accident some years back.
Yeah. So same thing with AGS. They're gaining a lot of power, and it's getting scary.
So we want to give a chance for everybody to take a look at the trailer.
Yeah. Thank you, Will. Yeah.
That was pretty intense.
I was going to say, my heart is racing, man.
It's like, wow. Good job on that one.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank goodness for CapCut.
I know. I need to learn how to make that work more.
Yeah. I love using it, man. It's such an easy way to create videos. Super simple and easy.
So currently you're sitting at 27 backers with 25 days to go.
Yeah, we're about 26% to goal. So we're in really good shape right now, I think. Everyone says December is a tough one, but I've done Kickstarters before, and I've always been pretty successful. So fingers crossed that this is the same situation. I will say, from an action standpoint and badassery, I feel like issue 3 is going to be, I think it's going to be the best issue yet. And then, like anybody, right, the more you do, the better you get at it. And I feel like the story's really coming together, and we're having a blast doing it. Dan Zay is my interior artist. He does all the sequential. He does some of the covers. He always does my cover A for me, and then I always go out and grab a couple artists. And this time around, my 2 variant covers are from some higher profile artists, which I'm really excited about. We have Jordan Noir, who did that cover right there. So what you're looking at is a portion of that cover. He works with Image Comics. He just did Witchblade 3 cover, a variant for Top Cow. He's exploding. He's out of Toronto, Canada. If you're not following Jordan Noir, you should. He's an incredible artist, and I love him, man. And then we have another one by Omar Francia, and he currently works for Marvel, DC. He's done a bunch of stuff for Dynamite, Dark Horse. He's been around a long time, and you could follow him at Omar Francia on Instagram as well. He did a hand-painted cover, which is absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible.
Don't worry, Omar. He didn't really call you old.
Nah, he's awesome, man. He's awesome.
Some great looking interior pages.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Some gruesome darkness going on.
Yeah. No, it's these superhumans that they've created are not nice people, man. They have been trained to do some pretty evil things on behalf of AGS, and you'll see some pretty nasty stuff taking place for sure. So that on the top, that's Sarah Sorrow with the green eyes. Her main power is she could create the most horrific memories in you as she gets close to you, and that's why she's called Sarah Sorrow. So she could bring you to death, reliving things that you want to forget that has happened in your life, and she knows how to draw all those terrible things out of you. Lady Lex is below, and she's quite attractive. A little bit of a poison ivy kind of flair to her. As she gets closer to you and kisses you, she's the kiss of death, and you don't want that, but you can't help yourself around her. And you can see that you start deteriorating once she gives you that kiss, and that guy is literally being eaten alive from the saliva that she has placed on him.
No wonder why modern men want to stay single.
Exactly. Exactly. And then here we have a few different. So the beginning of this issue, Dr. Derrickson, who is the founder of the Alliance for Global Safety, has invited all of his partner nations and other nations he's trying to bring aboard AGS, and he is outwardly talking about how amazing each of these superheroes are and all the great things that they are doing. But what we're showing is the reality of what these folks are doing. So you can see Collapse and Snapback right there, throwing a dead body into a trash can. Yeah, we got some crazy stuff. That's Thomas Gunner just blowing the back of some guy's head for talking bad about AGS. So a lot of bad stuff. So I wanted to put this in there so people see what Dr. Derrickson says about them, but what really is going on. And they are executing people left and right on behalf of AGS.
I love AGS. They're a great company.
Great company. So here's the cover from Dan Zay. Like I said, he's our interior artist. He always does our cover A. And on this one in particular, as they go into Kingsville in issue 3, War is going to come. And this is kind of what Kingsville will look like after AGS is done with them, as they try to get in that mineral and make sure that they have a steady supply so they continue to build their army.
Nice.
This one right here is the Jordan Noir cover. It's just absolutely incredible. Sarah Sorrow here, which I've already kind of talked about, just slashing through the entire military of Kingsville with ease. Obviously, AGS is the only one with superhumans. Nobody else has that, and they're just not a match without those kind of powers. And then this one is the Omar Francia. This one is Hannah Hinoan. And Hannah Hinoan is a Japanese word that means bone girl or girl of death. And what we're going to find out in this issue is Hannah was the very first person that they tested this mineral on, and everything went wrong. And so she literally is walking death, and you'll find more about her in issue 3. But he did an amazing cover in a graveyard with Hannah Hinoan, as she is bringing death with her wherever she goes. So you don't want to be around her when she's around.
Man, if it was the 60s, you could have called this character Hannah.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've got, hey, get off of there. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so all kinds of rewards. Obviously, we have the digital rewards for those digital natives that like to read on their tablet like you do, Will. I think you read quite a bit off your tablet. I do as well, quite a bit, just to save a little bit of money when it comes to buying comic books. And then you could obviously pick up prior issues. So if you have issue 2 but not issue 1, they'll be available. There'll be a catch-up where you get 1, 2, and 3 of all the Dan Zay all of the Dan Zay covers. Which you get a little bit better deal by buying all 3 at once. And then obviously with issue 3, you could buy 1, 2, and 3 of all the Dan Zay covers, which you get a little bit better deal by buying all 3 at once. And then obviously with issue 4, you could buy 1, 2, and 3 of all the Dan Zay covers, which you get a little bit better deal by buying all 3 at once. And then obviously with issue 3, you could buy any of the covers individually, or we have a pack where all three covers, the cover A and the two variants come. That cover right there is Lady Lex, and that was a cover that was done for issue 2, done by Will Torres, who currently is doing the Marvel Snap game. He does a lot of the artwork for Marvel Snap. He's worked with Marvel. Yeah, so a lot of that artwork comes from Will Torres. You can also follow Will Torres art on Instagram. He is out of New York, amazing guy. He's done a couple things for me, and this is one of his covers. We have the regular variant, and then we have a virgin cover, which we're offering. We have some left over from our Kickstarter for issue 2, and we're making those available. We have keychains, and what I'm really excited about is we actually have a standee of Collapse. It's about a 3-inch standee, which is a lot of fun, and you'll eventually see that as well as one of the rewards. So something I would love to announce on your show is starting next week, leading up to to the completion of this, is I am going to, anybody who signs up and backs every week, I'm going to take all the new backers and I'm going to do a raffle. I have about 10 items as giveaways between McFarlane, Funko Pop, and then the last item that I will give away is, once we hit our goal, I'm going to do this for all the backers. There's a chance to win a second time, and it is the Jim Lee backpack, which is incredible, man. It has sleeves. I have one right here that I carry wherever I go. It is produced and made by Hex, and it's a genuine Jim Lee one. It's all jet black, but if you look inside, it has all these sleeves, about 7 sleeves to protect your comic books. So I take this to every show, and as I'm buying comic books, you can slide them in and it protects. It holds CGC slabs. It holds regular comic books, and you could probably hold easily about 50 to 60 comic books in this thing. So I have an extra Jim Lee one in the box, and once we hit our goal, and this comes to an end, I'll do a raffle where I take all the names, all the backers, and someone's going to be lucky and win a second time. Possibly.
So when's my Jim Lee backpack getting here?
Yeah.
You know I win.
Yeah, Will. You win everything, man. I'm telling you. I don't care if I have 3 people or 40 people. Somehow I feel like I am supplying that bedroom of yours with quite a few items.
Oh, like...
Yes, that's my Todd McFarlane autographed compendium number 2, which I'm so glad I was able to share that with you, Will. I had an extra one, and I have quite a few things signed by Todd, so I don't want to be greedy. I'm glad that you won that. Yes. As you know, I have a couple of McFarlane figures in my office, and I'm a big McFarlane fan. So I have a lot of, only a few, like a few hundred maybe, but yeah, so I love to give things away. I love to build my audience that way, and I'm very fortunate that as I'm collecting them out and about, I purposely buy a couple when I'm able to afford it, so that I can do some fun giveaways. I think that's always awesome to, connect with fellow collectors like yourself, Will, and do some fun within the group. Juan reads comics. What's up, Juan?
Holy crap! You're out here in the real world.
Juan is the man. If you're not following Juan Reads Comics on TikTok, you're making a huge mistake, man. I wish I could be as good of a content creator as him.
Channel.
Yes, he just started his YouTube channel, which I've already subbed. Check him out, but Juan is amazing. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Mo, Darren, Rob, Juan, it's awesome to have you all here.
So I really like that Torres cover.
K-pop in the house. Yeah, the Torres cover is amazing. Yeah, I watch K-pop quite often. She also has an incredible YouTube channel and has a lot of amazing creators on there as well.
And you've got ad space available.
I do. So every Kickstarter I've sold out on ad space. So if you also are a comic book creator and you want to put an ad in my comic book, I had Bentbox. I've had quite a few different publishers publish an ad. So if you're interested in that, $15, you get a full page ad. So I always add 4 extra pages to be able to cover that. So, or if you have a YouTube channel and you want to get your YouTube channel out there, I did that with my comic book store as well. Diggers Comics and Collectibles, and he has a channel which is pretty awesome where he posts like all the new stuff coming out every week. So even if you're not in California, you can still watch it and be able to see a pretty cool video that shows all the different things that are coming out every week. He's a great person to follow. His name's Ambrose, the owner over there.
And pretty much every store will just ship you stuff. Hell, the store I'm getting my comics from is in Ohio. I've never been to Ohio.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. There's that standee too. So I partnered with Wham Stand. If you're not familiar with Wham Stand, Moose over at Wham Stand is a fabulous human being, and he is quite creative. And so every time I go to a Comic-Con and I set up a table, my whole table is being displayed with Wham Stands. I have several different types from him, and he also does 3D printing of characters. So I have a 3-inch standee of my most popular character, which is Collapse. He's quite a big guy, which I love, and his superpower is he could collapse into a pool of liquid. He's not very fast in human form, but once he collapses, you better watch out, man. And he has this mean uppercut where he usually takes off someone's head as he comes back into form from liquid back into humans. So pretty cool.
I can collapse into liquid, but I have to go to Taco Bell first.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all have that superpower after Taco Bell.
They didn't tell me it was going to be like this.
That's that 3-pack of all the Danzay covers to catch up if you want all 3 stories. This first arc will be 4 issues total in the first arc. And then we'll, I already have stories for more arcs, but I want to get through this 4. To be honest, when I told my wife I wanted to create a comic book, I said, give me 4 issues. After that, if it does great, we'll continue. If not, I could say I scratched that itch and I was able to tell a story I've been sitting on for quite a while, and she agreed to it. As you know, she's the boss, and she already gives me a hard time about all my McFarlane stuff. So happy wife, happy life.
Pick your battles.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, if you're a retailer, we have a 5-pack of Kingsville as well that we could do for you at a quite a discount.
Nice.
And then I have my hats, which I've been selling on TikTok Shop. I've sold a few of them on TikTok Shop, but they're pretty popular. They're made by Odo, which is a great trucker hat brand. And it comes with a leather pouch that is sewn on. So they're really cool, high quality hats.
Nice.
And then if you want everything, we get all the issues that I have from issues 1, 2, and 3, a sticker pack, a hat. You get a little bit of everything. So this is a great way to get your hands on everything that we've done so far. That's right. Toys, K-pop.
This is Tommy's $50 Make You Holla bundle.
Exactly. Make you holla. Yes. I got all kinds of cool stickers as well.
Only when your wife sees the credit card bill.
Yeah, exactly. We don't talk about that.
No. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
So
Cool.
this looks great.
Yeah, Omar Francia, who is amazing. Exactly. Shh. Yeah, he's incredible. I mean, literally, you need to follow him. He also has, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Omar Francia, Ugly Guys or something like that. And he does all these crazy creatures. And again, that's hand painted. So it's incredible. He is amazing artist. Omar Francia. He's originally from Argentina, lives in Florida now, and he is awesome.
One of the projects that I backed that came in, I didn't jump on it at the beginning, so I got a trade of the first 2 volumes.
Yeah.
Combined in a collector's art box. And the new book, the art was done by Preston Aceveda, who painted the entire book.
Oh, wow.
And now that the book is out and done, Preston says, I'm never going to paint another comic book for as long as I live.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's a lot of work, but I will tell you, Omar has such a passion
Yeah.
for this. It's incredible, man. So I'm gonna put his. This is That Ugly Sketch. So follow him on Instagram, or you could just follow him at Omar Francia. And if you're a comic book creator yourself and you're looking for an amazing cover, he's quite affordable. You could just reach out to him and DM him. I try to send people his way all the time because he's just that good. And then the other artist is Jordan Noir, and he just goes by Jordan Noir. So I'll put that in there as well. And he's out of Toronto, Canada. And I believe he's going to be one of the top artists in 3 years. So if you scroll up a little bit, we could show Omar's cover. The detail on it is absolutely insane. This one right here, just look at the blood coming off of everybody's necks as she's chopping through the middle of them. He is a phenomenon. He is incredible. Right now, you can order all kinds of stuff through him. He has shirts and hats of all of his artwork. He's quite popular right now. And like I said, he just signed a deal with Image Comics, so he's going to be doing some stuff for Todd McFarlane and the Spawn universe with all the new titles they're coming out with. And he just did a cover for Mark Silvestri for Witchblade issue number 3. So he is going to be busy here pretty soon, but he also, if you're a comic book creator, he could do some pretty amazing stuff for you. So he did this cover of Sarah Sorrow for me, and it's just incredible. Incredible.
This is giving me flashbacks to an hour ago. Me and my girlfriend were watching From on MGM. So
yeah. And then Dan Zay always does he does my interiors, and he always does my cover A. He's only on Facebook, and it's just Dan Zay. And so you can follow him too. And, he's always open to do some stuff too.
And that has always been important to me, that the interior artist did a cover.
I believe I'm exactly like you, Will. I feel like the interior artist should always do the main cover of your comic book. I think, one, it's out of respect for the artist and all the hard work they did to be able to place their art on the front of your comic book, and just reward them for all the amazing things that they have done for you. Because obviously, none of this happens without an artist, and to find a really good artist as an independent creator, it's not that easy. I've gone through several before I landed on Dan, and I think Dan does a fantastic job. He does everything too. So he's doing pencils, inks, colors, all of that stuff. Thank you, K-Pop. I agree. I think these covers are my best covers. I am really proud of the work that went into it. And wait until you see the interiors. I think you're going to be blown away. Dan just gets better and better the more familiar he becomes with all these characters. And we're just having a lot of fun. It's an awesome comic, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
If you're a fan of The Boys, or like the team dynamic from
Harbinger.
Thank you.
Yeah, I knew where you're going, man. You literally have like the best definition of my comic book I've ever heard, and I've used it so many times, Will. You're the man.
Hey, it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Not my words, not the comic.
Yeah, exactly. Agree.
Yeah, definitely, K-Pop. You gotta be able to find somebody that you mesh with creatively to
exactly,
to get along. Nothing worse than going through 15, 20 pages. Then you realize that your writer and your artist hate each other. You're like,
that happens.
Whoa.
That happens.
I'm like, oh, hey, Jason, good to see you. Unhinged Entertainment.
Unhinged Entertainment. Love it. Yeah.
This all looks great. I've got a couple of things I'm gonna be buying when I back after the stream. I learned not to back on stream because then, oh look, there's his info. I can buy myself books on his dime.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I appreciate it, Will. You're always such a great supporter, man. That's why I don't mind you winning all of my giveaways.
Well, I haven't won them all.
I think you've won probably 60% of them, though.
Yeah, I've got like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you do pretty well.
I got the autographed McFarlane Compendium. I won the Boba Fett comic book pop.
Yeah.
Like the first week that I ran into you on TikTok, I won that. I go, oh shit, really? Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And like 3 different McFarlane figures.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Agree.
A gold and 2 platinums.
Yeah, I take care of you, Will.
I feel like a rock star.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait for Medieval Spawn to get here. I said that exact same thing in the 1990s.
No, this new one from Kickstarter looks incredible with all the different things that it comes with. I cannot wait to utilize a lot of those extras on some of my other Spawn figures, but it looks I know Todd always gets crap no matter what he does, and sometimes he deserves it, but this Medieval Spawn that he just did on Kickstarter looks insane.
Like the Joker movie talk show set.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous, man. I don't know where they came up with that price, but
I'm like $250. I'm like,
yeah.
Do you hand deliver this and then sign the piece for us? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I grabbed the OG one from Kick, and it's my favorite figure. Nice.
It is. It's so well done. Again, no matter what you think about McFarlane, at least in my book, for the price for a figure with all the detail, the articulation, it's just absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan, obviously.
There's a lot of stuff coming out and a lot of stuff that I get excited about until I see the price.
I mean, here's the great thing, right? I collect Marvel Legends as well, not as much, but I probably have 60 or 70 of them. Those are the lowest price you're going to find a Marvel Legend is $29.99 in store. Sometimes a Big Bad Toy Store, you could find them a little bit cheaper if you buy multiples at once. Or if not, you got to go to Ollie's when they're all marked down if you get the character that you want. That's where I go.
Yeah.
But if you want something new like the Incredible Hulk, some of that stuff, which I have to have because I'm a big Hulk fan, you're paying at the minimum $29.99. Some of those are $49.99. You can still get McFarlane figures at Target and Walmart for $19.99 and $21.99. Yep, that one exactly. So, even though he has some pretty expensive stuff, and once you're in a store and you find his stuff, it's going to be the least expensive figure, and it's going to be the best figure that you're going to buy. Yeah. There's more articulation. They stand without the discs most of the time. And Marvel Legends, I am constantly picking those up every single day as they fall over, especially if you have a female figure with high heels. It's impossible to get those things to stand. So I'm usually leaning them against another figure. It's really tough, man.
I can't stand in high heels either, so.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think I can. I haven't tried, Will. But
then again, I'm in a wheelchair, so
Yeah. Well, then you can.
I do have a lot of the original Marvel Legends.
Yeah, some of the older ones are much better as far as standing.
Like when they first came out. But I've noticed that, sadly, because I'm an inbox guy because I hate dusting and I hate picking up figures.
Yeah, makes sense.
But sadly, I've noticed that because they're so old now, the clamshells are deteriorating and turning the same shade of gray my hair has. So I will have to. There's a few of them I'll have to open. Sadly.
Yeah.
But I bought like the first 2 runs. I actually bought 2 of the very first run, which had like the Gray Hulk and the Steve Ditko version of Doctor Strange and stuff. I sold one set and kept a set. And then I'm like, and then I bought some other ones. I don't have all the Fantastic Four, but I've got Human Torch, I've got Ben Grimm, and I've got the first version of Ghost Rider they did.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a big one to have. So
That one's probably worth something. The best Fantastic Four figures that I own are the Marvel Select that just came out. You can still get them right now in stores, but they're 7-inch and they're beautiful. Marvel Select, I love their molds, but the articulation is terrible on them. But they stand. But they're getting better because they know Marvel Legends has stepped up their game for articulation. And obviously, McFarlane, 22 points of articulation. I think they have the best articulation without having to spend like $100 for Mafex or some of those other ones, which are like the cream of the crop. But you're paying $100 per figure. I can't do that.
Well, when Todd gets up to about $60, you're like, well,
yeah.
At this point, for another 40.
Absolutely, yeah.
For another 40, I can have a slightly used Hot Toys figure. So,
because I have so many McFarlanes, really what I'm looking for now is a lot of kind of the C characters. When he does kind of the Target, the Walmart, the GameStop, when he's doing figures for them that are unique just to Target. Those are the ones that I'm always looking for because those are a lot of fun to collect. And they're kind of obscure characters for most people unless you're really digging in through the DC universe. And I love those type of characters. They're a lot of fun, man. And so those are always $22.99, and that's what I'm really collecting now. I probably have 50 Batmans. And so do I need another Batman? Normally I don't. I usually buy them, but I don't need them, right? And so if I'm going to choose between another Batman and some obscure character that is a Target exclusive, I'll go to Target exclusive every single time because I just think those are really fun to collect.
I did see from various other friends of ours on the TikToks. 80s Kid and Drost. We're showing that a bunch of McFarlanes are now available at Burlington Coat Factory. Yes, Burlington, Ross. I find them. TJ Maxx once in a while, not always, and then obviously Ollie's. I don't see too many McFarlanes and Ollie's myself where I'm at, but Marvel Legends, like there's no tomorrow. I mean, it's just incredible how many figures they have of Marvel Legends, and sometimes you get lucky. Like I got a Black Panther. I got quite a few really good ones, and I was surprised they were at Ollie's. I understand, some of like what's that one movie that flopped so bad, the team movie with the Marvel movie that came out about 2 years ago. I still find a bunch of those figures in Ollie's. What's it called? The not Namor.
You do find some Namor still, not too often. The figures, I like the figure.
Terrible. The ones by me are terrible.
Yeah.
We don't
like
get.
You get like the Marvels. I still see a lot of from the Marvels movie. A lot of those everywhere.
Yeah.
And I have Miss Marvel. I like that one, but yeah, some of them are just the movie was so bad they overproduced that you could get those for $7 at Ollie's.
And I did see that also who's been doing big numbers and blowing video games and hardware out of the water has been GameStop since they started carrying all this specialty stuff and the figures.
Yeah.
And right now, from now until Christmas, I think the Marvel Legends are like buy one, get one half price.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I signed up to be a member because I think it's only like $20 a year. And every month they send you a $5 off coupon. So you go in there and you're paying $22.99 for most of the figures and you get $5 off every month. So every month I go in there when I get my coupon drops and I just look to see if there's something that I'm missing and I pick it up there. And also online, you have an in-store one and you have an online coupon that you can utilize.
Yeah, and online also has like you always have to look through their clearance thing on their website online because sometimes you'll even find like statues there, like mid-size statues for like $29 marked down from like $200. So
Yeah, they overproduce for GameStop a lot of times. Or if you're looking for a figure like the Simon Baz when it first came out, no one could find it. Now they're everywhere, but when it first came out, or if you're looking for a figure and they sold out everywhere, always go to GameStop. Normally they're the last to run out of everything. So if you missed out on that day one, go to GameStop day two and you'll probably still find it.
yeah, I'm always sadly disappointed whenever I walk into any of the alleys by me. There's one over the Massachusetts line in Rhode Island, and then there's one in Plymouth, by the rock somewhere. And they both have terrible selections, both comic book wise and figure wise. It's like they got like a huge batch of the Eternals. That's the one you were thinking of, right?
Yeah, Eternals. Yes. Oh, there's a ton of them everywhere.
Because nobody wants them. We didn't want
Nobody
the movie.
wants them.
We didn't ask for the movie.
Yeah, they can't give those things away.
30 years ago, and it's still cheap, even though Kirby did it.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
We don't want these. I've seen some people show that they've actually dropped the price on some of the Eternals at some of the alleys down to like $2.99, and they still can't sell any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But some of the alleys down south have much better selections because everything comes in through the southern ports down there.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be hitting. I have one about 20 minutes from our new house here, and I'm in San Antonio now, so I'm going to be hitting that here pretty soon because I'm hoping that they have something that I'm missing.
I'm wondering if the DC figures can come with guns in Texas.
No. So what's great is a couple of the newer characters that you're going to see coming out from DC do come with weapons now. It just depends on the character. But yeah, DC had a rule that they had to take out all the weapons. So you get a Red Hood and he has a holster, and I have to buy the gun pack from McFarlane in order to get a gun for it. It's silliness, but it is what it is. I just buy the gun pack. That's what McFarlane said in an interview. He goes, yeah, DC did that, so I just created a gun pack. So you can buy those. You have plenty of weapons for all your figures.
Yeah. You take one of your old G.I. Joe lockers from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And you just load it up with all the weapons and, okay.
Yeah,
and he made like some pretty obscure guns for various figures.
Yeah.
Like he made the long barrel handgun that Jack Nicholson's Joker used in the '89 Batman movie, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Now we just need an '89 Batman from Todd, so we can put that together. So
exactly. Hey, Will, I'm going to have to take off, my friend.
I know you got a tight schedule today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, unfortunately. No, thank you, Will. As always, man, I really appreciate you. You're a good friend, and I thank you very much, my friend.
Go check out the campaign. The link is in the, depending on where you're watching or listening to us at, is in the description, either up top or down below. Go check it out, peruse it yourself, and get yourself some Kingsville today.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate you, man.
I'm sure and I will be back Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Talking with Christopher from Global Comics, where I love to read comics.
Thank you, Will.